Hello everyone, Nathan here again, and today we're going to be looking at the Pipeworks mod for Minetest. Now, Pipeworks mod actually adds pneumatic tubes, which seems kind of odd with a name like Pipeworks, but it also does add pipes, as we see right here. Now, as I have done in the previous couple videos on mesecons and... what was the other one? Mesecons and technic. Technic, of course. I'm not going to necessarily look at the crafting recipes too much. Just going to grab everything with unified inventory here and go to work. Now, Pipeworks works independently of other mods, but it works best if you're using some others. So I'm just going to grab a couple different items here that we will need to demonstrate some stuff. Alright, and then let me just get some dirt, just because we need something to shuffle around. And you know what, actually let me get some lumps while I'm at it, because I will need those to demonstrate some of the, integrations that we can do with some of the other things. So you'll see here I am in the same location that I did my technic stuff in, and we're going to start out with just the simple basics here. So we'll be using a wooden chest. We'll just be using some plain old pneumatic tubes. We'll be using a gold chest. And you know what? I forgot the injector. Let's grab some of each of these. This one actually we won't use, and we'll use that one. Alright. So we'll place a golden chest here. And we'll place another golden chest. And then we'll place a wooden chest. Chest style actually doesn't matter at all. I just happen to be the ones I picked. And you'll notice that things are connecting here. So we have an itemized filter injector, and we have this giant golden chest. So let's fill this golden chest up with some dirt, with some cobble. I just throw a bunch of different random stuff into this chest. Alright, now we have an itemized filter injector, which you can set up to actually filter, hence the name, these certain types. So for example, let me grab one of my dirt, and let's put dirt at the very end. So dirt's the last item in this chest, and we prefer dirt. So now when I click on this injector, it'll take one dirt out of this chest. So unless we have 96, now we have 95, and it'll push them through the pipes into this chest, where we have 3 dirt now. Now this is a stackwise filter injector. This one is an itemized. We'll see the difference immediately when I click on it. Okay, 1 lump of dirt, right? Nope. Did the whole stack of 3. So if you look at the wooden chest, there are 3 dirt in there now. Now this would be really boring to spend a whole bunch of time clicking on this. Let's make it more efficient. Let's throw a blinky plant in. As this thing blinks, it'll send a signal to the itemized filter injector, and will inject 1 lump of dirt into the next chest. Now, we can sequence both slots by priority, and we can sequence them randomly. And what that does, if I take the dirt out of here, and throw it back in here, it's going to start doing the self-contained... Oh wait, no, I think I put it to randomly, didn't I? Okay. By rotation, no, we want by priority. Okay, so, by priority, it should start and keep pulling the same. Why is it not doing anything now? Oh, because I'm an idiot. Okay, so we would have to put things into these item types, and then whatever was in the first, it would do first. Second, it would do second. That's priority. Randomly, it'll just randomly select an item out of here and shove it through. Why is my blinky plant not blinking? Did I kill it? There we go. Because I right-clicked on it. That's right, you can turn blinky plants off by right-clicking on them. Okay, so we got a dirt, we got a chest. It's just randomly grabbing stuff out of here. Probably actually goes through in order and just grabs one of each. And then we can do by rotation. Which honestly, I'm not sure what by rotation actually means. feel like, so maybe randomly actually is random, and it will just completely randomly pick things. And shoving those into this chest, and again, a blinky plant would work here to pull out the full stack and throw it to this chest. So we'll notice now that we have no wooden chests. But we could make things a little more interesting here. Did not want to do that. Wanted to do that actually. So I just put out a Minetest is not a vacuuming. I hope that's not a vacuuming I put out. Nope, that's a detecting. So now that I have a detecting pipe, anytime something runs through there, it'll send a signal, and it, I think, should kind of sequence in a different color. Nope. But if we do this, whoa, it'll send a signal to our wire, and then we can make it duplicate and go faster. Every time it sends an item through, it'll now send a signal to the injector to send an item through, and it is still taking a signal in from the blinky plant, which means this is going to constantly make itself run faster and faster, exponentially. No, actually, it really wouldn't be exponentially. Just every blink from the blinky plant, it'll end up going faster than the time previous, until we get to a point where it potentially starts dropping signals because it can't process the data fast enough. But as you'll notice, it's running pretty quick. We got tons of material in there to siphon through though, so really no worries on it ever running out. Now maybe we wanted to do something a little more practical. Like every time an item came through there, we wanted to send a stack into the next chest. Wow, you got all sorts of cool options in there. We can do that just like this and watch all the fun happening as it grabs stacks of items as they come in. And then of course we can break that to completely slow this down to our original slow speed. I don't know, I keep looking in that. And every time we'll get one stack out and we'll get one item in. So you can use pipes to do that. There's other fun things we can do though. Let's break this and break that. Break this. We have to grab these items out of the chest because you gotta move the chest. Alright, let us use want the sorting. I have a sorting here someplace. There we go, sorting. Alright, when you place a sorting, you will get this little colored bit on it. And then we just want a normal one, which of course I don't have readily available. So notice, we now have all these different colors coming out, and I can take the chest, hit it at the end of each, and I think I can, yep, hoping that'll work. Alright, let's do, oh, I should have really paid attention to what colors these were. Blue is our lump. We'll go ahead and put the dirt in black. Now notice, as I put the item in, I'm actually still getting my stack back, so I'm not losing anything by defining how I want this filtered. Gold chest will have going to the blue one, or the green one rather. Wow, I don't know my colors. And then we'll use these self-contained injectors going into that. So run the wires the rest of the way through. Alright, wait for a signal here. We have some pipes, yeah, because there's no place for those to go. But we have a lump, and the lump sequences through to the blue, so it goes to the right chest. Another piece of pipe that has nowhere to go. Ooh, an auto injector. Filters correctly. Another piece of pipe. Man, why do I have pipes in here? They just messing everything up. Let me go grab the pipes out of this. Alright, so I think everything now should get sorted. Where did another pipe come from? Dirt's going in there. Lumps are going in there. Auto injectors are going there, and I forget what's going there. Oh, gold chests. Gold chests. Haven't had any of those come through yet. Go drop some gold chests. So that's the next thing. Normal chest didn't have a spot to go to. Gold chest. So everything sorts. So this is great for when you're doing technic things, such as... Now, the only machines that work with technic, or the only technic machines that work, are the medium voltage ones. And they do need a logic control unit upgrade. So let's grab a furnace. Let's grab a grinder. Let's grab a logic upgrade unit. Right here. Alright. Should have really put those someplace where they were accessible. We're going to need a chest. We're going to need some normal things. We're going to need a blinky plant. We're going to want the thing there. And this is... No, we have to grab manual. Okay. So let's get rid of that. But I don't have a tool on me to do that. Alright, well. Not a problem. Just put it right next to it. A grinder. And then we will do a furnace. And then we will put a chest here. And we'll put an injector here. And we'll drop a pipe in right there. And a pipe in there. And I have a feeling that pipe's not going to connect because it won't fit. Pipes usually go just from the front and the side on items, which is why it's not connecting here. But I think if I do this, we can make it work. Yep. Alright, so let's toss the lumps in there. Drop a blinky plant there, and I'm going to need some MV cables. And pop those in place. Alright, so this is grinding, it's making dust. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. Go ahead, upgrade that. Then we're going to actually not do that. And we're going to make this... Why did that come popping out there? We're going to make it prefer copper lumps. So the only thing it'll send through is copper lumps. What is this doing? It's sending the stuff out the wrong way. What? What is going on here? Excuse me. No. Put it in there. No, it's not to come out of that. Or did I build this all backwards? Oh, it's feeding into the face of the machine. That's what's going on. Alright, so they're coming out the wrong side, so I got that built backwards. Alright, so I kind of did this whole setup backwards. Whoa, and I just crashed the mod as well. That's never good. I thought we had made a fix for that. I know what causes the crash. It's when you have an upgrade item in it. Thought that crash had been repaired though. Evidently not. Alright, well let's try and get this done again real quick here. Just turn off that silliness. Okay, so we're going to throw a grinder there. Throw a furnace here. I'm going to connect the two with pipes. Throw a logic upgrade. And a logic upgrade. I don't know why this is not breaking. Oh. Yeah. Alright. do that. And throw the pipe in there, put the lump back to here. Pop the blinky plant back in. Alright, let's see if this is working now. Goes into the grinder. Ground into dust. Ejects out of the grinder to the furnace. Cooked into ingots. Yay! And then we could feed out of there right back into our chest. Or you could feed it into anywhere you want. You could use a sorting system to sort different types of ingots to different chests. Or you could cook any matter of different things. Don't know what I just did there. There we go. Much better. So, that is that. It's looking good. Go ahead and kill the blinky plant here. And go on to some other things. So, let's toss the grinders out. Toss the cables out. The mesecons, the dust. Don't need that anymore. Don't need this. I'm gonna hold on to that guy because I might need that. Where is my teleporting segments? Alright, so say you ever wanted to teleport an item someplace. This is going to be sending. And we are going to do, channels are public by default, we're just going to do sending. Is the channel that broadcasts on, and this we will do sending, and that's listening. So now, theoretically, I've actually never used this before, so I don't know if I'm doing this right. This appeared from there, should have appeared into this chest. And if we give it a second... Ah, we got a self-contained injector. So instead of having to run pipes everywhere, you can just use teleporting pipes, and the items will disappear from one end, reappear at the other. Completely defies all physics, but that's alright. Vacuuming tubes are interesting. So we put a tube in here, we'll give it a radius of 8. And then, no, I'm just going to drop a piece of copper, chest, drop a blinky plant, let's drop this guy. And this vacuum tube pretty much just sucks up all the nodes and throws them right in the chest. And they get shunted over there by a teleporting tube. Now the vacuum tube comes in two forms. There's an adjustable, and there is one here that's not adjustable, which pretty much will just, I guess, vacuum, whoops, I guess we'll just vacuum whatever size. I don't know how big it goes. Accelerating tube segments in case we want to make a what's that thing called? That collider? Whatever it's called. In case we want to make ourselves our own collider, we can do that with accelerator tubes. So we'll just throw 2 of those in, and now when something comes out, it'll shoot through really fast. As you noticed, it was picking up speed as it went through. Accelerator tubes, if things are just taking too long to get from point A to point B, and you don't want to use a teleport tube, just accelerate it up. Look at that one. High priority, I really don't know what it does, so I can't tell you too much about that. Conducting tube segments. Now these are an interesting segment, because they work kind of like mesecons. So, power plant blinks, sends a signal through the pipe. The pipe still transfers items through it. I have no idea where that thing just came from. Oh, it ejected through that pipe. Okay. I know exactly where that thing came from. Here we go, that works better. So we get a mesecon signal running through, and we still have our pipe. Sorting, we looked at those. Detecting, yep, we looked at that. teleporting we looked at. The only thing we didn't look at is the one-way. Now, one-way tubes... Let me turn that off. One-way tubes obviously only allow items to go one way. They also only place one way, so watch this. Hey, wait a minute. What in the world? I'm gonna be very disappointed if this works. No way! Why? Why? So I've used these on a server that I play on. Oh, there we go. So that's how you have to do to make it not work. If you use a one-way tube and try to put it onto another tube, so it'll connect to it, it won't. It'll just sit up in the air. And then you have to use the screwdriver, which is why I had grabbed the screwdriver, to rotate it till it's the right direction. And then you have to actually dig the node that it's supposed to be connected to and replace that node so it realizes, oh, I should be connecting to this one-way tube. Super annoying. But that's the way it is. One-way tubes, like I said, only allow items to go through one way, so you don't get items like we had going on over here, going through the wrong directions and feeding to the wrong inputs, because they'll only travel the direction that the red arrows point on the tube. The only other things left to look at is the deployer, I think, and something another. Oh, and there's all the water things yet. Let's grab a deployer and a autocrafter, definitely, and a dispenser. Okay, so we have an autocrafter. This guy works pretty simple. We basically define a craft in the crafting area, which unfortunately I don't have any valid materials for. Let's just do a torch here. I didn't want that. I wanted to grab the materials to make a torch. I want a bunch of sticks. There we go. And I want a bunch of those. Okay. So then, if we put one of those in there, and one of these here, it'll say it'll make a torch. We put inventory of them in here, and we can pipe those out into a chest, or a dispenser, or whatever. I think I'm setting this piece wrong. Have to be on that. Nope. Why is this not fitting right? We want it. There we go. Alright, so it'll make a torch. I guess I have to turn it on. It won't do anything though until it gets signal from a blinky plant. Or, I mean, any other way you can punch it. And it should eject the stuff. Not sure why it's not. That's silly. What? Okay. Well, an autocrafter autocrafts items, as we're seeing work right here. Really not sure why it's not ejecting my items, though. Either case, it should be ejecting items and pushing them to the dispenser, where I'll just throw some, well, I'll throw some torches in there because that's what we wanted to use. Dispenser again, you click on it. Can you click on it? Maybe you can't. Let's throw a blinky plant in. Alright, it dispensed the torch, but I don't know where to. I wonder if I'm too close and these goofy doodads are picking it up. Oh, I see the torch. Sitting right there. It's not kicking it out far enough to the point where we can actually see it. It just drops an item. That's all the dispenser does here. It just dispenses things. Let's grab those back though. Destroy that and put out a deployer. Now the deployer works similar but different. Deployer will actually place an item on the ground. So, well, in this case it places the torch on the side of it, which I guess. You can use them for saplings, it'll plant a sapling. You can use it for automatic gardens, it'll plant seeds. Though, to plant seeds you gotta do it kind of goofy, where you put the dispenser here underground with the orange part facing upward, and then have dirt on top of it, and it'll put the seeds on the top and they will grow. Kinda goofy how it works. You would think it would work this way, but it doesn't. I guess I turned that blinky plant so it's going to stay on. So that's the dispenser and the deployer. The one places nodes, the other one just drops them. The self-contained injector we didn't actually look at, and maybe we should. If I throw items in there, it'll throw them into here, which for some reason this isn't working for me, and I don't know why. So I'll just grab these stacks out so I can dig that and throw a pipe in there. And it should start automatically. Did I put item in there? I did. Let's try it this way. I might have to. It might need to be sitting on top. I think it does. Throw some items there, and yep, it automatically does them. But I dislike this because it's too automatic. There's absolutely no control over it. It just starts running them. You can't turn it on and off. You can do item-wise or stack-wise. So you can get the whole stack or just a single item. But it just, I don't know. Unless you have something where you constantly need items going in, this is too fast for a furnace to process it. I don't know exactly what you would use this for. Other than maybe just sorting things and running it through a sorter. That would be, I suppose, a good use for it. You just throw your items in there and then everything will get sorted out for you. Okay, that covers those. Let's look at some pipe things really quick here. I've not used the pipe myself too much, so let's just take the inventory. A lot of these pipes do the same thing. So we have pipes that will carry water, things that will store water, a valve to turn water on and off, spigot outlets, things for pipes to run through, fountain heads, flow sensor. Someplace there should be a pump. There we go. Unfortunately, I will need water for this, but I think I can get by with just grabbing some water. Here we have a pump. Here we have some pipe segments. I'm not sure why that didn't. Oh, that's why it didn't. Kind of silly looking to have a pipe run like that, but I do really like the pipe models. They look. Hey, no, those connect. You silly pipe. Why would you do that? Okay, I guess you have to be. Oh. You have to kind of be on the end of it to make it work. Well, that can be kind of annoying. Alright, so we have some pump. Let's throw in a spigot outlet here. That should theoretically let water go out. I don't know how I just lost my W. Add some water source in real quick around the pump. Now I might actually have to have Oh, yeah, I might have to have something to turn this on. I don't know. Okay, yep, the pipe is turned on. Notice as water comes through it, you'll get a blue light on the pipe. And I'm assuming the reason that hasn't had anything fill into it. Okay, if I punch it, it looks like that turns it on. Should have water coming out. Water is flowing out, and we now have a filled item with water. Woohoo! We also have a bunch of water griefing going on. We have a couple options where we can run pipes through, say, a wall, and still have a solid piece so people can't see in case we're worried about that. We have a flow sensor. This works exactly like the detector for the pipe. You just throw some mesecons off, and when water is running through, it'll send a signal. I wanted to do the fountain head here, though I don't know if I can do that. I can. Alright, so you have a pipe come up, and it'll just leak water out straight up. Makes a giant, giant mess. Water, water everywhere. And then these are just all different ways to run. You know, actually that one is for a pipe to run through. Or for a pneumatic tube, rather. And that's for pneumatic tubes, too. Pump intake. Fluid storage. No, to my knowledge, fuel storage nodes here don't actually function properly. And I could be wrong. But from what I remember reading, once upon a time, was that they didn't work. And there was some reason they didn't work, but I don't remember what that reason was. Alright, so we have this block here, which we can't do anything with. Let's get rid of that. Not that that's actually going to accomplish anything. Yeah, it just seems to exist there, but doesn't actually do anything. So I'm fairly certain this still doesn't work, because I would think that bar should be going up if it was filling with water, and obviously it's not. Now you'll also notice that although I dug out the fountainhead, it hasn't removed the water source from here. So again, whoops, it's very griefy-ish. Oh boy, I filled up this whole cavern over here with water too. Just making a mess out of this place. Good thing this is the last video I needed this world for. Okay. I think that's everything. This is probably the longest of the 3 videos for the series, which wasn't really even a series, but yeah, whatever. That's Pipeworks with pipes and pneumatic tubes. So, yeah, that's it.
Thanks for watching my video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, would you consider giving it a thumbs up? I appreciate all those I can get. I'm on social media, peoples. Follow me. Google+, Twitter, Facebook. I always post all of my videos on those platforms, or links to my videos on those platforms, as soon as they go live. Which this means prior to the release on YouTube. You can watch them before anybody else. You can also visit my website, nathansalpat.com, and see all my videos there. A really nice website, if I do say so myself. I did design it, so I might be a little bit biased, but I still think it's decent. If there is a mod you would like me to review, just click on the Request a Review button right there. Takes you to a form on my website. You just type in the information, hit the Submit button. I get it, look at it, record a review, post it online. You watch. We all profit. The world's a better place. Yeah, I don't know about that last bit, but hey, do it anyways. You got nothing to lose. I'll catch you next time.